Yeah, hello. My name's Elizabeth, but you can call me Liz. In this video, I'm basically just gonna try out this famous recipe online that my sister wanted me to try out, and it's gonna be kind of like a mukbang, mukbang. And yeah, so if you wanna see that, keep on watching. But first, let's intro.
Mój dans ma grab, więc chodź do tańca, gdy krok to szansa i los nam gra. Mam duszę starca, nie umywalca na...
The stuff for this little recipe, and I found out that it's not actually his recipe, but like some contest won it, but he really likes it. And I followed this recipe right here, and basically asked for tteokbokki, so I got this one. I think it's like a cheese tteokbokki, and it's semi-spicy, and it said to get mozzarella cheese, so mozzarella cheese. And then it said sausage, but these were like the only sausages I got, but it has a little flame, so I'm hoping it's like spicy. And it said to get spaghetti, but like no recipe told me like what type of spaghetti, so I just got this one. Okay, so it's not like spaghetti, but it's like pasta, whatever. So yeah, so I'm gonna do all this process, and we're gonna microwave it. We're gonna be on top of here. There we go. Something like that. Put the ingredients. And then I wish they would have numbers, so it's these two sauces. And then I don't know how many wasps my eggs. Let's do 2 minutes 30, and then if not, we can add more. And this one. So. But I finally figured out, like after 4 months, how the trash works. I'm so happy. That's fun. And I think our dog was getting ready. Like, but I also have these cute little cats. Oh. 30 seconds. Yes. Just put everything in the microwave, or if you're at the convenience store, they have already hot water for you. Stick this in real quick for 30 seconds. Oh yes. Okay. Good. Hot. Ready. Add the ramen. So 3 minutes. Okay, a little white color now. I don't know if you can see it. Ah. So it's this color now. Let me change such a mess. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Now we're gonna cut the unskewer it. And my pasta almost ready.
It takes forever. But I'm starting to smell some pasta. You see, I was gonna make all this process yesterday, but like whenever I eat ramen or like I eat pasta or like fast food, my face like puffs up like double. And I ain't for that life, you know? Ay, está caliente. That's deep.
Okay. Full. The tteok with the sausage, the ramen. Now we just combine this and add the cheese. Let's combine this. And then we add the mozzarella.
We put all of this concoction into your microwave for a few seconds to melt the cheese. And hopefully it doesn't melt the plastic. I like how you use this one with like a little handy dandy fork. You use a fork. You use fork. Actually, I keep all of these just because I'm like, I don't know when I would use it, but like I would still use it. A fork. Ay, va a estar recaliente. The cheese is not melted, but okay.
Hey, here's your final product. Yay! Come on. Let's do mukbang.
Ramen, let's try this. So the ramen was like 2,000, no wait, was 1,700. The tok was 2,000. The sausage 1,000 and the cheese like 2,000. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Spicy. Oh, it's so good. The pasta, delicious. Let's try this tok. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I mean, it tastes like tok. If you don't know what tok means, it just basically means like rice cake and sausage. I like this sausage. It's like when you eat it, it like doesn't have like much of a spice to it, but then oof, it hits you. Let's try this. Shit. Oh. Oh. It has that type of spicy feel that it just like, you feel it all the way in your mouth. Oh, it's so good though. Oh, I haven't had spicy food in so long.
Okay, so I switched to my Mac over here to do this little, like, a little part of the mukbang. Wait, I think it's pretty sure it's like the same as Pishibang, so it's mukbang. But like, I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've been in Korea. So, yeah, after 4 months, I finally figured out the trash. Yay! Oh, finally. That was such a headache. Like, I kid you not, it was such a headache. From finding the bags, to finding, like, the compost, to, like, knowing where to put them, to knowing the days, to, like, knowing what's leather, what's plastic, what's can, what's PTA. Oh my god, it was such a nightmare trying to figure that out. Especially if you're from the States like me, you just throw everything away. Maybe if you have the initiative, you, like, put the can separate or your plastic, but, like, it's not enforced. But here, you will get a fine. So I was like, oh, finally figured that out. I finally, like, figured all, like, the home stuff, and I was so happy. I'm so relieved. Like, oh, I can finally, like, live, basically. It's been such a roller coaster of emotions, just, like, not just, like, my personal, like, life of trying to figure out, like, the trash system, but, like, at school. Oh my god, it's been such a, whew, you know? And, like, I really, like, want to be a good teacher, and it's been, like, roller coaster of emotions where, like, some days you're just like, I give up, I don't know what I'm doing, like, what am I even doing here, like, what? And then other days you're like, I'm motherfucking awesome, I'm the best teacher in the world, yeah, it went according to plan. But, like, most of the time, like, your little lesson plan that you designed, it does not go according to plan, let me tell you. Like, you might be, like, a new teacher like me, and you're gonna feel frustrated, you're gonna feel, like, all these, like, negative emotions, happy emotions, it's just, like, and then you might be, like, an experienced teacher, and you might be like, oh, it's easy, I've taught before, but, like, you're coming to a new country, like, especially if you're going to, like, a new country, like Korea, like China, I don't know. Anyway. So, like, especially if you're going to other countries, it's, like, different cultures, different language, different customs, different things, everything. And the children, they might be, like, the same age, but, like, they might not act the same. Like, before I came here, or while I was in orientation, everyone was like, oh no, I don't want middle schoolers. Like, don't give me middle schoolers. There's this inside joke going around that was like, North Korea doesn't attack just because like Korea has the middle schoolers. So I was really scared coming, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna hate me. No one's gonna like me and stuff. I was like so nervous like those first 2 weeks that I taught. Like literally my stomach was like turning, and I was like, oh my god, they hate me. They're so quiet. They don't like me. It's terrible. I thought that like up until 2 months ago when my co-teacher oh my god, so spicy, it's so good. When my co-teacher was like, yeah, like the students when they like talk, they're like mimic your like how you talk and how you speak and like the way you speak, and I was like, what? I thought these children hated me. So kind of like a relief, like they don't really hate me, so I'm happy about that. But I was like, I kind of want to see that now, like how do they speak in English, because like I speak kind of like childish, not really, in a cutesy way. Ugh, that sounds gross. They were mimicking how I speak, how I act, and I was like, oh damn, okay. But they're like little shits, but they're like my little shits, if you know that sentiment. Like, it's so weird, because I'm like, they like annoy me sometimes when in class, and you're just like, ugh, for the love of everything, could you just pay attention? There's days where it's just like, I'm feeling kind of like drained, or I'm like, ugh, not want to be there. And then like the students come in and then they talk about like this or that, or like they show me what they like or what they don't like, and I'm like, ooh, I'm learning so much through them. So it's like fun. Yesterday another English co-teacher that's like, her room is right next to mine, she asked me, she was like, do you want me to tell the students to like not go to your classroom when it's break time or like during lunchtime? Because I feel like you might get like a little like, what was the word to use? Not anxious, but like annoyed maybe, that they're always there and like they don't leave you alone. And I was like, I have never once in like the 4 months that I've been here ever thought that, because like it makes me happy that they come to my room when it's break time, whether it's to show me their favorite song, or they're like, teacher, this like song is basically lit right now in Korea, or like they really like rappers, so they show me their favorite rappers, they show me their favorite YouTubers, or just everything. And I think it makes me really happy, like to know that they could spend their break time anywhere else and they want to spend in my room and just they're comfortable enough with me. And it's like they also like just go inside my room and they're like studying and they're in their homework and they're like, teacher, I want to study here, or like, it makes me really happy. Like, yay, you don't hate me. It's kind of ironic because literally yesterday I posted a picture like saying taking healthy steps one seaweed at a time, and here I am like eating ramen. It's fine. It's fine, you know. Because when I'm not in school, and because I have the same eating habits as my damn middle schoolers, I see them. There's like, I love street food, and there's this street food vendor place, like a little down that way from my house, and so I go and I eat, and like I see my students, and I'm like, oh my god. Or I go to the convenience store because I'm too lazy to cook, and I see them, and I'm like, oh my god. But the good thing is that convenience stores in Korea have like really like good food, like kimbaps and little triangle bops, ramen, and all types of stuff. So it's like not that bad, and like the coffee is pretty cheap too. So, but like I go there and I see them all the time. And one of my third years always like just laughs at me when he sees me in class because I have their same eating habits. They're like 15. I'm like 23 and this. Not okay. I'm like trying to develop healthier habits. But like if you want to teach like in Korea, I would say that definitely go for it. It's super fun. It's super fun being in Korea, being a teacher, and just all that. It makes you realize that you're like both good and shit at English. Just know that you're gonna have like a lot of like conflicting emotions all throughout your teaching experience. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad, you're gonna feel frustrated, you're gonna like nothing will go your way, which is a good thing. So probably be like if you're like one of those perfectionists that has to plan everything, I would say it's gonna be really hard for you, because Koreans like to leave everything until the last minute and then they tell you, and then yeah, if you have lesson plans and have like a basic outline, that way you know like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. But don't be like, okay, this is gonna be a great activity and like all the children are gonna love it, because like not all your children are gonna love it. Your students are gonna love it, because there's gonna be some classes where it's like it goes exactly as you imagine, like all the students are into it. That's how you imagined it in your head. Like, yes, this is great. And then your second class is kind of like, they could have gotten more into it, but not too bad. And then your third class, just like only a few students participate, and you're like, okay. And then your last class, you're just like, everything went wrong, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Like the students didn't understand, they didn't like it, you were like getting frustrated towards the end, and you're like, That's gonna happen like that. I'm just like, chill, be ready for that to happen. Know that it's okay. Just like with everything in life, shit doesn't go your way, but like it's still okay. Like I said, my students are little shits, but they're my little shits. So like in class, sometimes I'm like, why? But then I see them outside of class, and it's like, also know that your students are, well, mine are middle schoolers, so they're 15, 16, 14. So they're like, they have their own lives. You're not the only person who has to teach them, who they learn from. There are other teachers, like, I know in college, when I took, like, language classes, or even in high school, like, some days I was just like, yeah, let's learn Chinese, French, Italian, whatever. And then other days I was just like, I literally have like 100 other things to do. I literally don't have time for this. Like, I can't be bothered. Like, ugh. So also know, like, your children are probably thinking this way too. Like, some days they look really into it, and like some days it's just like, nope. And also just like be like, okay, cool, whatever. Also, if you don't like children, you should probably not do this. You know. Like, if you don't like children, I would really consider another job. Because I think most of the part, like, where I'm, like, frustrated, like, some classes, like, leave me really frustrated, and I'm like, I don't know how to communicate my frustrations to the students. And I'm just like, after the class ends, like, 45-minute class turns into a 2-hour-long class, and you're just like, with a building headache, and you're just like, ugh, I don't know how to express my emotions to them. But then, like, it's break time, or you have those 10 minutes, and then, like, other students come, and they, like, tell you their favorite thing, or what they did on the weekend, or this and that, and it's a lot of, like, both, like, communication in English, but also communication in hand gestures, and, like, pah, pah, poo, wah. A lot of sound effects. So, yeah. And I think that's what makes it, like, worth it, because it's, like, it was a shit day, but not a shit class, and not a shit people. I think that's definitely worth it. So I think if you don't like children, like, you're gonna feel frustrated, and then, like, other children are gonna come, and you're just gonna be like, ugh, can you not? There have been days where I'm just like, ugh, what am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? I go on Facebook, and, like, a third of my friends are partying, they're at raves, they're, like, getting drunk. Another third are, like, with children and, like, families and settled down and have a good job. And then the other third are like me, where it's like they don't know what they're doing, but they're traveling and, like, they're going through the right direction. And I know you're not supposed to feel like it's competition, but, like, somehow I feel like I'm losing and winning at the same time, which doesn't make sense. And I'm like, ugh, I'm 23. I'm gonna turn 24. Should have this. I at this age, like, I don't know, have like a boyfriend of like 3 years, or like be getting settled down, or like, I know it's not a competition, but like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Like, I've never actually had like a long-term boyfriend. Which also, it's one of the questions my students always ask, do you have a boyfriend? And I swear those little shits don't, like, believe me when I say I don't. And they're like, oh, teacher just probably doesn't want to tell us. And I'm like, no, I really don't. Even, like, the Korean teachers ask, do you have a boyfriend? And I'm like, nope. Oh, but it's so good. I love that spicy burn. So, like, whenever they ask me, do I have a boyfriend, I ask them, do they have a girlfriend? And, like, of all the 400 and something children, only, like, 20 of them have girlfriends, and I'm like, ugh. I'm so proud of them when they have, like, they say they have a girlfriend. I'm like, yes. Yes, you go. Dude, it's hilarious, because some of them, like, I asked them questions so they would be able to talk more, and they're like, they wrote, and they're like, no. They're like, a waste of money, or I don't have enough money for a girlfriend, or I don't have enough time. And I'm like, you know, they're middle schoolers, so their priorities most of the time are, like, online games, soccer. A lot of them want to be rappers, which I'm like, dope. Like, dope as fuck, man. And, like, the rest are just like, I gotta focus on school, and I'm like, oh. But the ones with girlfriends, I'm like, oh, you're so cute. Oh. Couple life here in Korea is very cute. They wear matching everything, matching stuff, and I'm like, ugh, I want a boyfriend just for that. Although one of my friends was like telling me how I should like do a story time and like go on different dates on Tinder and just like be like, okay, this is breakdown Korean dudes. But I feel like that's so impersonal and personal at the same time. I don't know. I don't like it. Plus, I heard the horror stories of like Korean fuckboys. Like, if I don't want an American fuckboy, I do not want a Korean fuckboy. I wonder how Korean fuckboys are different from American fuckboys. I mean, all of the guys here are so hot, but like, no. I want to explore Korea not as a foreigner, but like as a what normal Koreans would do. If that makes sense. Like, I want to explore the world both as a foreigner, but also as part of like what the local people do. What do they eat? Like, what is this city famous for? Like, because a lot of things were like specifically catered for foreigners. It's so much more expensive than it should be. But like, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I think it'd be cute to like have friends. Not exactly date, but like have friends. More friends. Gotta make more friends. And yeah. So comment down below if you want to see like specific videos that you want me to do, like about Korean stuff. Like makeup, skincare, food, places. Like, I definitely want to do a video about like going to Seoul and like going to all these like entertainment agencies like outside and just like showing them, because I know a lot of my cousins like really like BTS, so I think that'd be fun. Yeah. Comment down below what you want to see. Like this video if you want more talky mukbang type of deals. Or what food, like we can do like a convenience store run. Comparing GS25 times CU times 7-Eleven, which they have pretty similar food, but still. I definitely want to, there's like this Mexican restaurant in Seoul that I want to go to. It's gonna be hella expensive, but like, whatever. Like this video, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.